Oh, hello, and good morning. Good morning, visionaries and future millionaires. Welcome to the True Millionaire Secrets, a journey into the core of what it truly takes, not to just achieve wealth, but to live a life deep fulfillment and purpose. And today we embark on part one of our enlightening series with incredible Agnes Khan, sharing her insights on gratitude, meditation, and transformative power of goal settings. And I can't be waiting for this day any longer. James, would you like to say good morning to everyone and introduce yourself?
Yeah, good morning, Greg. We are really looking forward to this show. This is what it's all about. The real, guts of getting to where you need to be. That future self. We're going to use some millionaire mindsets and powers. We're going to use all sorts of the woohoo stuff today. And I cannot believe we've got Angus Can on the show, Greg. Can you believe that?
James, I know. I can't hold any longer. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me. Welcome to the stage, and remember, join us in the discussion because we are here for you. And if you have any questions during today's show, just leave the comments, and we'll get back to them. But, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Agnes Khan to the stage.
Good morning.
Hey Agnes, good
Good
morning,
Good
morning.
and we
morning.
would love for you to be with us today. But hold on, there might be some people who don't know who you are and what you do. Please take the moment to introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me today. Um, I live in London. I originally came from Poland. I am a mother of two boys and a happy wife for the last 20, nearly 5 years. And I'm obviously a businesswoman and someone who created deliberately my own life, starting from scratch, literally. I have made into transactions that are worth millions of pounds in a short, you can say, short period of time. We help charities. We've got pattern. How I've got pattern. I think how you can accomplish whatever you want in your life and do this with ease. And I think that ease is the main thing which I would like to talk and I would like to pass on to everyone who is interested, because I know that we have much greater potential that we know of ourselves. But the main thing and the key to this is to tap into the source that is there at all times to help us. And as humans, we are busy being busy, organizing everything outside of ourselves to have a successful life. But often we are not having the results that we want. So I'm glad to be here with you boys today and with everyone here, because I can't wait to share where I started and why it's worth working on yourself in order to become who you want to become and do this deliberately.
Thank you, Agnes. Thank you so much. So, the first subject of today, and these are in order and by no chance. So, stay tuned till the end because you cannot get true wealth without doing daily gratitude practices. And the power of gratitude in shaping a millionaire's mindset today with Agnes Khan is our first topic. So what I would like to do is the question that comes across very often is you want to attract success, but how can a gratitude redefine your path to wealth? Agnes, how 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 does the gratitude redefine the path to that success in your opinion?
Yeah, very good question and uh, very important. And then we are starting from the high end, Greg. We are starting from a high end because having and practicing a gratitude for everything that you have will take you to the higher level of frequency from which you can manifest or obtain or achieve great results. But for some people, and I, as a mentor, working with lots of people, I know that gratitude for the life that they are having right now is it's something that they are finding very difficult, because they are saying, Agnes, I am not well. Agnes, I am nearly bankrupt. Agnes, my relation is not good. What do you want me to be grateful for? Okay. So starting from that, we have to realize that we are capable of finding, by but only when we understand why the gratitude is so important. And this is why we probably you probably starting it, the gratitude, to find the reason why you should be grateful. The understanding of it is so important. Being grateful will take you to the higher frequency. So it's the shortcut to anything that you want to accomplish in your life. Like, I would wake up in the morning and I will say, my dominant intention is to feel good. Look at this. My dominant intention is feel good. I am already grateful for everything subconsciously. You understand? Subconsciously, for everything that it's surrounding me. So for the new day, and I'm just giving some examples what anybody can be grateful for, that they think is very difficult for them to be grateful for. The new day, for the 24 hours ahead of you, that you can use to your potential. And don't forget, when you know better, you do better. Maya Angelou, my mentor. And so the gratitude is a starting point to understand that you can be grateful for the new day. You can be grateful for the roof over your head, for the food on your table, and establishing that frequency, you can then move on to plan and set your goals and start the rest of the things. I cannot go a single day. I think I can't remember for the last many years, 30 plus years, that I have not been grateful for. Even when we think we are struggling right now, and you probably would agree with me, when sometimes we are going through a difficult time of our life and we are upset. The illness of my youngest son, when he was born, and he had a atopic eczema, asthma, and no doctors could help. He was flooded with spots from head to foot, for like nearly 3 years. The day I released the fight, the resistance, and I said, I am grateful. I remember I was 3 in the morning, and I said, I am grateful for this experience, and I accept what is, and I know that this is for my betterment, and it will teach me something if I am open to learn from this painful experience. Within 2 weeks of releasing and surrendering to the power that is bigger than me, his spots start to disappear, and within a month he was totally clear from all the problems, and is now 13 years later, and he's absolutely fine. But obviously there was a work done prior to this. But the moment of gratitude, for me, it was like a magic. And I'm talking something 13 years ago, like a magic.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's incredible, isn't it? What a great start to the show. Gratitude and the power of, gratitude is accepting a future that you've got coming, and you're grateful for that, and that wonderful feeling of being in that moment. So gratitude for me can be very simple, Agnes. The wind on your face, the sunrise, your family, your loved ones. And once you start getting into the habit of that gratitude, it washes over the trauma. And the more we get used to thinking about the good things in our lives, things that are really important to us, what that does is that raises our vibration, our frequency. And once we get used to being in that higher frequency, things will change. Remember, we are the captain of our ships. We are the movie star in our movies. We write the script, we direct it. Everything that we do reflects and has an impact on tomorrow. So gratitude is very important to me.
Absolutely fantastic. The awareness of that gratitude, the awareness, everyday awareness of that gratitude, and not forgetting to be grateful for the listeners, to start practicing it on a daily basis, as you're saying, it becomes your nature to be grateful, even in those difficult times. And and that changes, and that changes our entire perception of everything in our lives. Do you
I
agree?
think I absolutely agree. And what I would say, for me, it's habit. I just do it. And if you wake up and you're in a sleepy state, it's really important that you're in a sleepy state, because you're not sure if you're conscious or subconscious. That's when I hit gratitude.
Yeah, this is the alpha state. This is the
Yeah.
alpha state. Yeah, you can be grateful in the morning. You can be grateful during the day when
Yep.
you set yourself free from the thoughts and from this 3D dimensional material world, and then in the evening. Um, I practice for those who've got children. I taught my children. Our first son is 20 now. uh, since then, since he was like, I don't know, 5, and then now with the younger, his brother, I say, I bought them little notebooks, fun, nice looking, and I say, write before you sleep, write 10 things that you're grateful for. The boys
Mm.
are doing, and I remember the other day, I said to my younger son, I said, go to sleep, it's very late, very late. Tomorrow's school, and he said, yeah, Mama, only 10 things left.
There you go.
You see,
What
I
I
don't have to remind.
Agnes, and we knew with James that when we're gonna go onto this episode, it's a part one of something amazing that we're gonna cover on the next 4 episodes or more. But this goes very deeply into our souls as well. And you just said something there at the very beginning. I would like to bring this up again, and this is like gratitude. It's the shortcut to anything that you want to accomplish in life. How amazing that is. I know that's your own words. And I think I cannot agree more with this. And and the second thing you said is, my dominant intention is to feel good, and I'm already grateful for everything. And this is beautiful, this is brilliant, and this is simple for everyone to digest and
Mm.
understand. And this is what we recommending you as a secret number one to a true millionaire, because it it's hard to start. It's easier and it's hard to start day without being grateful for where you are and what you do. And sometimes the life is full of negative emotions, negative experience, but we always come out of them better,
Mm.
stronger, with good, with good energy. It takes time. We don't see the exit, we don't see the outcome yet, but we always do. So look back on all of those situations when you came out, and now start doing this from the back forward. Is like, be grateful for
Yeah.
even the bad experience in your life, because they will make you stronger, they will make you better, and they will make you to achieve more.
Absolutely. I mean, I cannot be more grateful now, thinking back. about Ryan's illness. It started the journey. I knew mentally from age of 16 about the power within the mindfulness, but I didn't know how to balance my body in order to balance the entire life for myself. And the 5 layers of health that I've done on um, and the health and the condition that we are helping now the people, it's just because the universe directed me to that wisdom through illness of my son. And I have meditated, I have analyzed, I've had read tons of books all about health, and I've understood one thing, that if we balance the energy which is inside of us in our body through the food, that is one stage to get healthy. And then mental health, mental balance, cleansing of your unwanted survival emotions and so on is another aspect of it. But without Ryan's illness, I don't know I will be able to understand today, to know deeply what it means to balance the energy from the outside to the inside of each of my organs and my sons,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I cannot be more grateful. I'm doing what I'm doing because of this.
Do you know what I love? What I love, Agnes, about gratitude is it can make you feel happy. If you're
Yeah.
grateful for the moment, then you're happy in the
Mm,
moment. And if you think
mm,
about everybody's in the pursuit of happiness, which is the wrong way to think. You should never be in the pursuit of happiness. If you're not happy right now, then we
mm,
need to work on
mm,
that. So gratitude
mm,
gives you instant happiness. But there is
mm.
another part to it. When you really do get into gratitude for the moment, you can start to use it for gratitude of what's coming, your future self. How does your future self feel? What's that life like? That's like the next stage, isn't it? Don't you think?
Correct, absolutely. I mean, the present moment, the now, it's the only moment that we live in, and that's the
Yeah.
only moment we can enjoy, we can be grateful, or we can cry, and we can like I say, you can stay in that and bath yourself in this
Yeah.
negativity, or you can switch and and switch using your mind discipline, switch and be grateful and in this moment. And when you master this moment, and then we're going to talk about meditation, so that is the next level of getting into bringing the future that you want to experience in your physical world into that moment now. So you teach your body emotionally how your future feels like, and then if you learn how to feel the gratitude, I mean, that you fulfilled and satisfied and in this moment, then you can detach yourself from the outcomes because you're already here. And when you detach yourself from the outcomes, it's so easier to achieve them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Absolutely. And the other thing, environment is really important. We can really supercharge our gratitude with the right environment. And what do I mean by that is our energies. So we've obviously got our relationship energy, our wisdom, our success, and our health. And I think that if you are aware of your energies, sometimes gratitude in that direction helps as well. Is that something you do?
All the time, all
Yeah.
the time. And I mean, work with energy. Um, it's the only work we do.
Yeah. I
It's
totally agree.
80%, 70 to 80% of the work that we need to do to accomplish anything in our lives.
Mm.
It's the work that we do within ourselves. And what we do within ourselves is to change the frequency. You see, we decide what we want and how we want by observing the contrast. Okay, something is nice, something is not nice. Something is okay, something is fantastic, I want this for myself. Something is horrible, I don't want that. So there is a contrast. um, this is how we define. And um, yeah, do you agree with me?
Yeah, yeah. And I was going to say that gratitude is something you do throughout the day. It's not something you do. I do it here, I don't do it there. It should be
I,
something you do throughout the day.
I feel you are very experienced. I don't know how is the audience, but uh, yeah, we wish everybody to practice as much as they can
Yeah,
to be grateful for whatever they find grateful. As I tell my children, write 10 things that you're grateful for the dinner that you liked today, and maybe the one that you didn't like, maybe but it was still good for your health,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And
But you, James, you sound like you are super experienced with that. You are on a higher frequency, and I wish many of the listeners here are on that frequency that you are. Being a life mentor for so many people now, I find that many are aiming to get there. It's not easy. It's yes. How for how long have you been practicing gratitude? Please tell us.
James,
Couple of
you have to
years.
be very quick because we
I
have to
know.
cover
I just
amazing.
I just wanted to add about environment. So I've been out for a run this morning. I go out nice and early with the dog, and I run across the fields, and I can feel the energy of Mother Earth. r- it's like electricity. It's like I'm floating. It's incredible experience. If you connect with gratitude with nature, oh my goodness me, it's phenomenal.
This is absolutely, I mean, my practice is 7 days a week. I go to the forest
Yeah,
for at least 1 hour. The nature is healing us. This is where you shift your level of frequency. I go every day. People who work with me, they know that,
yeah,
midday, Agnes is not available. Agnes is doing her walking meditation in the park, in the forest.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Agnes,
It's
thank you for
must.
alluding now to meditation because gratitude is a step one to uncovering these secrets that are actually not secrets. We're just we call them secrets, but actually these are the elements that really helping us to achieve this next level. And you mentioned twice meditation, and how we as entrepreneurs, as a people who want to get better, develop ourselves and really get to the next level, how can we use the meditation as a tool for personal clarity and as well as for financial clarity?
Hmm, yeah, perfect question. I don't believe anybody can have a real success without being connected, being tapped to the source of energy. They will have an experience of struggle in life and never easiness, and there will be always fight. When we learn how to tap to the source through the meditation, probably most of the people, lots of people are praying to God, which is fantastic. But when we are praying to God, is like you talking to God. When you meditate, you're listening to the power, to the wisdom, to the source. You see, this is the other way. And I cannot imagine um, having a life that I have without it. And working with very successful, sometimes people, owners of the stock exchange companies, or ambassadors, some ministers. And I asked him, um, I asked one day, I said, do you use meditation? Do you use your intuition? I said, he said, Agnes, I would never go into my business without it. He said, every day, all the time. When I was doing a business with him and we were signing $250 million project, he took 2 minutes to make a decision. He
mm,
was meditating before that. He said, this is how we do things. You see, meditation is essential.
mm,
And the right way of meditating is essential. Sometimes people think I'm meditating, but they are still in their mind. They are still in their head. They kind of still thinking about this world
yeah,
that is surrounding them.
Yeah.
I'm mentioning here the difficulties that people have, because I know that many will agree with me here. Is that, Agnes, you know, you're doing meditation for 30 years, so it's easy for you to talk like this. But may I share with you some kind of like 5 main rules of meditation before even we say why the meditation is good, or
Absolutely. Please do. Please
yeah.
do.
So for those who are not experiencing, because I'm quite good with meditation, I think no one ever taught me this. I've started doing it when I was 16, just by myself, and now I got into the level that within an hour of meditation, I melted 2 kidney stones in front of the doctors in the hospital. So yes, powerful. The power of our mind, it's huge, but we need to learn how to tap into it properly. Sometimes people meditate for 20 years and say, Agnes, meditation gives me a calmness and I feel less frustrated. And that's really it. I think that's what you need to do a little bit deeper. So, number one for the meditation is you need to switch off from this world. So, close your eyes and by obviously you have to turn off the devices. You have to allow yourself 15 minutes in a day, maybe even during the work time or in the morning. James, you said you do gratitude, probably meditation first in the morning is
Yeah.
very, very good. In the evening, very good as well, when the mind is already tired and exhausted. So number one, you find a space where you will be not interrupted for the time that you want to do this. You can set up the timer for yourself if you want to do it. You have to close your eyes and relax your body. Now, number two, so first the environment. Number two, yeah, observe your breathing. Learn how to be in this moment. We just was talking about how important it is to be in the present moment. So by observing your breathing in and breathing out, you you are observing your own energy. You start to
Mhm.
tap into that inner energy of yours. You can kind of feel it, and you will have experience of thoughts, emotions, kind of, your argument with your spouse or with your boss. The things will start coming. Let them be part of it. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Don't get frustrated. It's normal in the beginning. Put it aside. Start observing the breathing. Put aside again when they come, and continue like this. Be conscious of that present moment. It's very important. If you want your meditation to be effective, you have to learn to be in that now. Then, number three, you can ask yourself, what experience do you want to experience? What kind of vision do you have for yourself? If you want to vision yourself, if you want to get excited, if you want to level up your frequency, so instead of thinking about the past, instead of living in the past, ask yourself, what do I really want from my life? What kind of experiences, what kind of feelings? And let yourself be in that calmness, in that now, and the answers will start coming, and your mind will start registering some new information. That will be the beginning of your, I would say, even a transformation when you start tapping to that source. And now, four, think about the emotion, because the emotion is really the destination that you want to reach, the fulfillment or the satisfaction in your business, the success. It's not the bank account that you want. That is a side effect. What you will feel when you get this project completed, you will be very satisfied, you'll be proud of yourself. Feel that feeling in that meditation. I would say, bath yourself in this. Teach your body emotionally how your future feels like in that moment. Okay. And then this in the same way you are bringing the future into your now. You're bringing the future into your now. Can you see? And then you can you can repeat this. You can be in that as long as you want. Like with my practice, sometimes I would be in this for a 45 minutes or half an hour, really, until I feel, because the meditations help us clarify, help us align with the with the goal that we want. And then you also, during that meditation, you should also decide, when you're in that calmness, when you are in that frequency of peace, decide what no longer suits you, what no longer is needed from your past to your new story. Because if you decide today to start meditation to transform your life and start writing your new life, new story, then you need to be aware of what kind of, maybe there is a jealousy, maybe there is a fear, maybe there is an insecurity that you are holding on to. Say to yourself, that no longer suits me and my future life. Be aware of that. Decide what doesn't suit you. Okay. And then stay in that calmness. This kind of meditation, to write a new story, to set new goals, to be in the creativity of your deliberately creating your life, this is the kind of aspect that I would imagine that you need to consider, um, to work on during your meditation.
Love
Wow.
it.
Wow.
I wrote down that as an acronym, EMEAL. So we got environment, the moment, experience, emotion. I could talk for an hour on emotion, because the way you feel, that hairs on your neck, that tingling about you, when you win something, that's the feeling, isn't it? You've got to go, whoa, I've got that. You can do that every day. Wow, your world will open up to things that you never thought were possible. I completely agree with that. So environment, the moment, experience, emotion, big one for me. And let go of things that no longer serve you. Let go, forgiveness.
Forgiveness, yeah.
And what I love about this one is bringing the future into your now. I love this. Bringing
It's
the
a
future.
Again, it's the shortcut. You see, you can shortcut. Sometimes, you see, in the business, we're talking lots of business people watching us probably. We Sometimes I have a decision to make in my business or in my charity. I have a decision to make, and so we are discussing, and so sometimes my husband will say, okay, do it your way. So I'll go for a walk, and believe me, sometimes I'll take 2 hours, and I will do just that, what I was explaining, and then I will try to, because I will try to feel that that project, whether it's yes or whether it's no, or whether it's on hold because something else is pending. And believe me, to make excellent decisions and get the clarity, and get the results, it doesn't take a time, it takes that alignment. So, and then I'll go for that meditation, and I'll go for that walk, and I will start to feel what you just, James, said, that like you're winning something, and I want some. So I walk, and then first I kind of analyze, I'll put all the aspects, yes or no, try to listen to my body, and then is more on yes, and then I want to own this before I make a decision. I want to own it within myself. So it means I want to be fully aligned with it. So I keep on walking, and my eyes sometimes closed, sometimes open, and I can feel it, and I can feel it, and I can feel it. And you know what? And then
Wow.
if it's yes, I come home, and I said to my husband, yes, transfer that 500,000. We're saying yes. And he said, but you did not, I said, it's yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that has never wronged me.
So good. Do you know what? Do you know what the skill there was? Fear did not exist in any of that walk.
Well, we
Whenever we
come
make
to that.
decisions
James, hold
on
on.
that,
We'll come to that. This is on our list. So let's move on. So we've covered gratitude, we cover
Mm.
meditation, but this is something that I've actually challenged myself. My friend James challenged me to journaling, and I've never really tried this. It was always maybe on the back of my mind, like do it or not. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And actually, last night, I was in networking in London with amazing people, and I challenged someone else to journal with me. And we do this. We do this every day. But actually, journaling for manifesting your business, your business aspirations. It's my question to you, lovely people, is ready to manifest your business dreams, and how does journaling set this stage for success? Agnes, how does journaling set the stage for success, and how do we do it?
Wow. Another favorite topic of mine. Okay. I journal since I'm 15 years old and I'm nearly 48. So in 2 months. So I journal for very long. No one ever told me to do this. I journal forever. Um, I journal in the morning, first in the morning. I journal during the day, and I journal in the evening.
Wow.
Um, it's it's like a muscle. Hearing your own inner wisdom can only get strengthened by doing it.
Mm.
When I came to the UK and I had no money, I didn't know people. The first night I slept on a doormat because somebody didn't keep their words. I slept in a doormat, richly in my sleeping bag, in an ex-council flat of some people, where there were two bedroom flat, and there were 9 people already there. And I just got, and I didn't. They said go away, and I said I have nowhere to go. I speak no language. I cannot. I have to sleep there. From that point, 3 years later, I bought my first property worth £250,000. Okay, starting. All what I've done was journaling. All what I have done was journaling. Do you know what I was doing? I had my journal 10 p.m. at night, and I would be writing a new story. And I would be writing a new story. And there was a moment that I met some people within the property business, that I started working with an architect sometime in later, after arrival, after I learned some of the language. And I met people who were very happy and very successful. And there was completely like, you can be happy and you can be successful and you can be going on holiday and you don't have to work 20 hours a day. Whoa, I want that. How do you
Mm.
do this? They have 200 properties, or they have 100 properties. I said, all right. Then I made a decision to buy a property. I I was earning 18,000 a year. I remember. I'm talking something in year 2000. I was earning 18,000, spending 20 because I was doing my master degree in law in Warsaw, so I had to fly to Warsaw every 2-3 weeks for my study. So I spent all the money I didn't have, and I start journaling, and I start imagining myself. It was like crazy. It was, and if you speak to an accountant or mortgage broker or banker, they will say, "This is insane, Agnes. What are you planning to do?" And I said, I am the property owner. Whatever it takes, whatever will take, I don't understand the process, but I am going to. And I was writing, I don't know how, but I want to. I am the property owner. I am buying, I'm going on the property. I was writing the feelings. I was writing. I have no background of any business. None of my family member ever had any business. We never had money, like abundance of money at all. In fact, the opposite was the truth. So, uh, so I was writing a totally new story. And from that moment of making the decision of buying the property, year and a half later, while working with the architect, I I saved £40,000 and I bought my first property was £250,000. In the meantime, if somebody will tell me, Agnes, but how did you do this? You know how? And I was spending 20,000 while working, earning 18,000. So how? You know how? When you write and you do not let your mind interrupt the flow of creativity. This is very important because our mind comes on the way and it interrupts us because we should know how things work. We should understand it. Well, that's not the way I work. Of course, being a lawyer, even I understand. You analyze certain things, but not in this creative moment. So I would get into that creative moment and get into that feeling of writing, and you will get courage, you will get more confidence, and you will start shifting your frequency by doing it. Because when you write weeks, 3 months, when you keep on writing and imagining yourself, you are building up the energy around yourself like a snowball effect about who you are becoming. It's not about the goal, it's about me becoming the business owner or me becoming a property owner. And what happened? I start talking to people. And then as I'm going on a higher frequency now, because I'm writing this every day, my husband saying, what are you doing in this bedroom? 10 o'clock, you will be watching something on the television, maybe reading a book in the room. And I would be writing because, okay, the first one I was doing myself. We didn't have even a proper flat one. But later, because I decided to buy one property a year later on, and I'm just 27, I'm talking. So what happened within the first year of deciding to buy the property, I simultaneously, as working full time with the architect, I opened 3 companies. How? If somebody would tell me, Agnes, you need to do this, I would say, I don't know how to open the company. I don't know how to run the company. I have no experience. How can I do this? But you see, when you keep on writing and keep on shifting your frequency and keep on aligning yourself with that goal, your frequency is here and your goal is here. And by doing the journaling, you're shifting up. But journaling is not only for projecting what you want. There are many other reasons why the journaling is good, but this is one of them.
Yeah, you're writing the script, Agnes. You are the movie star in your show. That's what I said to begin with. We can use journaling to write the script, and we can use our imagination to
100%.
really, and also intention. Intention is my favorite word. When we put a stake in the ground, when we intend to do something, that is a powerful thing. Intention is not I might or I think. I'm talking about intention, stake in the ground. I'm doing this regardless. I don't care if people say I can't. I'm doing it. This is my life, my universe. This is my script. It's happening. That is a powerful thing.
Agnes,
That
you
you are
mentioned.
planting a seed of your
Yes,
future self, of something that you want. By doing that intention, you're planting a seed.
Agnes,
absolutely.
you mentioned about when you journal, you set your goal, and actually, this is another topic that I would like us to cover. Is the goal setting, and it also helps you when you're doing your journaling, or maybe it's the whole key for the journaling itself. So my question is. Without goals, where is your business heading? And why is setting precise goals non negotiable? What is about it? And how can we implement goal settings into our daily journaling?
Well, now we are taking on another topic.
Absolutely. This is
Ah,
crazy now.
this is big. Okay, it's a very, very popular topic. Oh, I'm goal setting. Oh, it's the new year. I'm setting up my new goals. Before I talk about the goal setting and how we do it, journaling is absolutely essential, key,
Critical.
critical. It's a tool to set up to get your stuff done, to accomplish. It's a tool. Journaling is a tool for many different reasons. We can talk hours on journaling. Now let's talk about the goal setting. And I will permit myself to say first, what is the main reason many people struggle with accomplishing their goals, even they are very skilled, very prepared, very ambitious, very intelligent? Why not? Why not? Why not? Look, today you're on this level of frequency. Maybe your life is good, but you want more, you want better. And as I said earlier, there's a contrast always. Something good, you see someone else doing something. Oh yeah, I'm inspired by him or by her. I want similar things for myself. Fantastic. And then you come home and then you're saying, okay, I'm taking my journal, I'm doing it. And you talk to your spouse or your partner, and then you are on it. You talk to the accountant, maybe if you're setting up the business, maybe you talk to a coach, you want a project properly prepared, and you do all this work, you sleeve up your sleeves, and you are on it day and night, day and night, day and night. And 3 months later or 6 months later, you feel like it's not so great. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of going uphill. It's kind of not how you've imagined that. And the reason for this is one, when you're setting up the goal by observing the world and your life and seeing the contrast, your frequency is on this level. And then the frequency of your goal is on this level. Oh, I want to get to my Mount Everest here. I want that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we as humans, we've been trained to get to work. We need to prepare. We need to be busy doing it. We need to be ambitious. We need to act. We need to work very hard. Very good. But that's 20% in my view, and not only my view, 20 or 30% of the actions that we need to do. What we need to do first, we need to shift the frequency to get closer to where we want, if we want to manifest, if we want to achieve those goals without compromising the freedom, without compromising the health, without compromising the family, without compromising ourselves, without losing ourselves to the business, to the goals that we are setting to ourselves. I find a lot of people, they are slaves in their own businesses. They are not free. They are far from being satisfied, happy, fulfilled, joyful. They are far from it. Even though that was when they were setting up that goal, that first day, the first week, maybe even the first month, that was their purpose. Oh, I want that business, or I want that house, I want that, because then when I have this, subconsciously I'll have that joy.
Yeah.
6 months later or a year later, we don't even remember what is joy. We are so busy and sweating, we forget. I said, that's not success, my friend. Even if you get that million that you wanted, that's not success. Your children don't know you. You're not free. You are not well. And with age, we our organs and our body requires more energy. We need to charge ourselves rather than deplete ourselves for this outside world. So if you are conscious and you want to create your reality and have that balance in all the aspects of life, remember the first work that you must do is to look after the frequency, observe yourself, and do whatever is needed. This is what I teach. First, you have to build the foundation of you on a higher frequency level. And when you have that foundation, any project, you are the project number one. And any project after that is as good the project number one is, which is you on
Yeah.
that frequency.
Yeah, you have to be ready, Agnes, for your goals. You have to prepare yourself. You're absolutely right. Your goals. Look, I like to set impossible goals because they're only impossible because they're not possible right now. You, I love to set impossible goals, and I think that that's really important. Stuff that you just think, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there, and that's a journey. That's about you raising your energy, raising your frequency, and being ready for that. I suppose it's a bit like the gym, isn't it? If we want to set an impossible goal of picking up a world record of weights, then our body has to get used to it. It has to raise its strength slowly. It has to put the effort in, put the practice in, and then one day you do achieve impossible goals. But you need to give yourself time and raise your energy. I totally agree with that.
100%, 100%. Yeah, and for those people, the goals that the goals that we know how to do it. I mean, this is not satisfying, especially for
No.
ambitious people, especially for people who are intelligent, and now they understand about the energy and the quantum world and the quantum reality. I mean, you have to set up something that you have never done before. That's where you get the adrenaline. That's where you get pumped up. That's where you get the motivation every morning to wake up and become the better version of yourself. And for those people who still have not decided what they want, because sometimes, we have so many
So true.
options and we are not very good at making decisions because or maybe we have that fear, or we have that. My suggestion is, if today you are here and you want to make effective decision, but you don't know which way to go, you have option, you don't know blue or yellow car, you don't know which one. And just an example, yes,
Yeah.
leave that. Take a blank paper or your note or your journal and write big sentence. I want to know what I want. I want to know what I want. What you're doing by that, okay, you're being vulnerable now, because you should know, right? They teach us that we should know how to do things. We should make a decision. Now I'm acknowledging and I'm saying, I don't know. Now I want to know what I want. Look what you're doing. We were talking about meditation. I am telling the universe, I am telling the wisdom, God, power. I said, look, guide me. I'm giving him the instructions. Guide me. I want to know what I want. I am opening up myself to the answers. I want to know what I want. And sometimes people tell me, Agnes, before sleeping, I was doing the relaxation breathing, and then I put on my paper next to my bed, I want to know what I want, because I didn't know I should take this job or I shouldn't, or maybe I should do something else. I want to know what is best for me. I want to know for sure what the wisdom, because wisdom, the universe has everything. And you have your best intentions for yourself. And deep inside that you want to be satisfied, fulfilled, happy, and joyful. But your mind is on the way. Your mind wants to know and understand, and is wondering and is asking you, but when, but how this will happen, but through who will help you, and when, and how. If you keep on asking yourself these questions when you don't have the answer, your frequency will drop. You don't ask this question. You open up. You say, I want to know what I want. And you will open up yourself to the possibilities that are bigger than you can ever imagine, and greater. The solutions are up there. All the solutions are up there. And then you keep on writing this maybe for a week, and then you start having some synchronicities in your days. Maybe you will meet someone. And then you will start recognizing, and very quickly you will get more and more clarity about what is the best thing for you. And somehow you will also build up the confidence that the decision that you are making is, you can't fully understand, but is somehow is pulling you towards it. And then you feel good about this. And remember, when you feel good about something, that the energy is good, that means this is the right direction. When you are fearful, when you're hesitant, when you are scared, maybe you should wait. Maybe it's not the right direction.
Yeah, I totally agree. Sometimes I think that water is really important with decision making as well. I'm a strong believer that water holds wisdom.
Mm.
So maybe it's a waterfall, maybe it's a
Oh,
lake. I mean, these are great places to clear the mind and to use our. We're using the universe to give us the answers. Our subconscious is really open to the universe. Do you find that water is a powerful thing to make decisions by? I
Well,
do.
for me,
absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely. There's that both with my partner where when we go at the coast and we just what we do, we love Pebbles Beach because you've got this water and that water flows onto the shore, and then when it retracts back, you've got this like the music, like the thinking. We absolutely love this. We could just close our eyes, and that's what we do. We just lie down on these pebbles, and we just I don't know. This like takes you like the wraps around you, and you feel really good. And obviously, you get some vitamins D from the sun. We in England, so if we're very lucky. This morning, I went out to get some vitamin D. It only took 1 minute, but it was brilliant.
Mm.
But lovely people, oh my God, when did the last hour gone? I feel like we've just started. We've covered four very important topics. I'm just going to give a little rundown, breakdown of what we did today, because we are just getting close to the end of today's episode. And the first one, we covered the power of gratitude, implementing daily gratitude practices such as journaling to transform your outlook on the life and business, how important it is. We talked about regular meditation to enhance decision making and a goal clarity, journaling, daily journaling to visualize and manifest business goals, and a goal setting clear goals, achievable goals. It's a roadmap to your success. Agnes, James, would there be anything else that you can add for our great audience today? A one golden nugget, a one advice. And let's do it better. What would you advise yourself when you were sleeping on that doormat today? Agnes, what would that be?
Yeah. Don't worry about what the other people think.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Because they are not you. They do not understand which place, which frequency you are on, what desires, what ambitions, what plans you have deep inside of you. They will always say, from their perspective, from their level of frequency. And if you find a mentor who is on a higher level of frequency, then obviously is very good to share, but and get their opinion, because they understand this. But majority of people around us, unfortunately, are living the three-dimensional world from the very low level of frequency, having a lot of survival emotions, fears, and everything. And they wish us best. I remember my parents, they were having almost a heart attack when I was telling them, look, I'm buying property. You're going to, you're going to go bankrupt. You're not going to pay off the mortgage. You're going, 3 years later, I remember I bought in 1 year 10 apartments in one
Wow.
year. Okay,
Wow.
10. But once I bought, I told them I stopped sharing with people. So if you have people around you who do not understand your ambitions, your desires, do not share with them. Find new people. The environment, what James was talking earlier, the environment is very good. It's very, very important how you select people who you share anything. And by the way, I only I share very little with anybody about my plans. I only tell them once it's done. I've learned this from my life.
Wow.
Beautiful. Right,
Wow. James, any
top.
last words from you, please?
You're not here to suffer. You're here to live an abundant life. So learn to love yourself and learn to connect with Source. Have a fantastic day.
And we just also want to say thank you. Thank you, lovely people, for supporting us, for your comments. There are some lovely comments in the video. There's definitely some loves being shared. And I just want to say thank you so much to Brian, Magdalena, King, and Natalia, Wojtek, and many, many more. Paulina, Joanna, Daniel, Jacek. Thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. We'll come back and get back to you. But wow. Don't worry what other people think. This is brilliant and so simple, yet we are just giving into it too much. So once again, Agnes, I love you so much. You know that. And I'm just can't thank you enough to come and joining us on this episode. This is brilliant. People, enjoy your Sunday because that's what we're supposed to do. I'm going to go back to my lovely family and I'm just going to do that. And that's what I wish you as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Agnes, James.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone. I
Thank you.
love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.